New book arrivals 268 or 9 or 70, whatever it is. As I said, new book arrivals number 268, I think. Tales of a Wayside Inn by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And the main reason why I got this one was because it has a book plate in it from the Wayside Inn in South Sudbury, Mass, which is the exact place where it was that the book was based on. I think it's just one long poem. 1966. As I said, I believe it's one long poem. I could be wrong though. Looking through it, I thought it was, but no, I don't think so. No, it isn't. It's a book of poems, but it's based upon characters at the Wayside Inn. Obviously, a reprint since Longfellow's fame, I think, was in the late 1800s. Looks like established 1746. Anyway, I thought the little book plate was pretty cool. I'm sure it had a jacket at some point. Now to more, we'll go next to this. By Dick Gregory, an autobiography. And when I was in line with this book, one of the cashiers was black, so I was like, please don't get me. Please don't call me up. And her register actually went down. I don't know, maybe she knows who Dick Gregory was, but on the offhand chance she didn't, I was like, oh no. But for some reason, her cash register went down, and I didn't have to deal with the fact that a black lady was checking me out when I had this book in my basket. Gregory obviously was a black guy, black activist, so he could say what he wanted. And what's the book called? It's an autobiography by Dick Gregory. I think he was a comedian and an activist, but I could be wrong. So, I mean, this hot damn, we're going to bust this thing. This is a revolution. It started long before I came into it, and I may die before it's over, but we'll bust this thing and cut out this cancer. America will be as strong and beautiful as it should be for black folks and white folks. We'll all be free then, free from a system that makes a man less than a man, that teaches hate and fear and ignorance. What's up, brovs? You didn't die a slave for nothing, mama. You brought us up. You and all those Negro mothers who gave their kids the strength to go on, to take that thimble to the well. While the whites were talking buckets, I'm not sure what that means, those of us who weren't destroyed got stronger, got calluses on our souls. And now we're ready to change the system, a system where a white man can destroy a black man with a single word. When we were through, mama, there won't be any anymore. So that's what the book's about. I think I have another copy of that, but that's a nice little hardcover. Maynard's English Classic Series, Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott. And the cool thing about this one was it had a little calendar in it. Someone stapled it to it. The book is from 1909, so it's pretty cool. It's got the last 3 months, October, November, and December of 1909. It's in really good shape, honestly. I don't know why you would staple it to a book, but there you go. What's up, buddy? Dark, creepy pasta stories. Oh no. Don't pasta me, bruv. Actually, it says it's from 1905, the copyright, but Walter Scott was born in Edinburgh on the 15th of August, 1771, which was also the birthday of Napoleon Bonaparte. Oh, too bad someone took that article or whatever it was that was in there. Ditto with that page. Hate when people take stuff out of the books. But one thing I haven't found in books in a long time was money. Obviously, this has had some damage to it. Maybe I should get rid of these fucking books. Love Unwritten and Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Lakefront Billionaire series. Obviously, I bought these to resell since I got them for 50 cents, and they're probably worth about $7 or $8 a piece, so I will sell them. Try to make $10 off the couple. Yeah, I mean, they're basically brand new. So why wouldn't I resell them? And then get free books. Speaking of which, Fonda Lee, Jade City and Jade War. I've been in a war with Jade before. So has Masonic Temple, but it's neither here nor there. An instantly absorbing tale of blood, honor, family, and magic, spiced with unexpectedly tender character beats. These two are going to be sold as well. Family is duty, magic is power, honor is everything. As I said before, with the Lauren Asher books, these are basically brand new. Bought them for 50 cents, probably can sell them for $7 or $8 a piece. Sell the two of them and make $10, and then there we go. I get 3 books. And lastly, these King of Pride and King of Wrath, book 1 and 2 from the Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang. I will sell these as well, $7 or $8 a piece. Make another $10 if I could sell all three of these books. Well, these multiples of books, then I will make $30, and then yeah, that's like 60 free books next week. But back to the real stuff. Songs of Bronze, the Greek Myths Made Real by Nigel Spivey. This is one of those shittily bound books where to open them, you basically have to blow out the spines. I mean, it's just how some books are bound. I think it's just a cheaper binding. It doesn't look like some fucking... Yeah. Wow, that's Farrar, Straus, and Giroux. Jesus Christ, they're really skimping these days. Look at this. It's pathetic binding. When you got that wrinkle there, you know, that's that little wave. That's awful binding. But some more iterations of mythology. Locust Hill, Mary Wallace Kirk. When I first looked this up, it seemed to be more scarce than it was, but it's probably worth $5. It is about, what I can tell, an antebellum novel, or as a narrative of the life of an antebellum mansion, told through the lives of the family that flourished in it and finally faded. A narrative told by the last of the line to inhabit Locust Hill. The book is a remembrance of things past, but since its author is also a master etcher, right. Whoa, there's Mammy. G. Hey, G. There's Ben. Damn. There is John D. Rather, age 82. There's no way he was 82 then. Looking damn fresh for an 82-year-old man. Look at that hair. Letitia Pearsall Rather. She's got a little Asian in her, maybe. Where's this at? Alabama. See where it says if it shows what state. I guess it's Alabama. I would guess Alabama since it's from the University of Alabama. The ditch is a hollow. No, I don't care. It was 99 cents at the thrift store. Young American Poets, 1944. Jean Garrigue, Tennessee Williams, Eve Merriam, John Frederick Nims, Alejandro Carrion. When I originally saw it, I was like, maybe it's the one that John Barrowman appeared in, but either way, this book has some value. Although these chewed up fucking corners take away from that value. But nonetheless, it still has some value. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe a fucking dog bit it. Alligator. Something bit it. But anyway, John Barrowman was in 1940. But also a 99-cent book. I don't know if these are basically early poems of each author. I assume they obviously are since they were 5 young American poets, but that's that. The Tibetan Book of the Dead. First complete translation. If the fingernails and toenails become bloodless or lusterless, this indicates death after 9 months, less half a day. If the cornea of the eyes begin to cloud over, this indicates death after 5 months. If the hair on the nape of the neck grows upwards, this indicates death after 3 months. Then again, more generally, if one urinates, defecates, and sneezes simultaneously, this too is an indication of death. One urinates, defecates, and sneezes simultaneously. Also, if one's urine falls in 2 forks, well, all of us men should have been dead by now. If one's muscles become utterly loose and flabby, if feces are excreted and semen ejaculated simultaneously. What? If one's body odor changes dramatically, if one's conduct changes dramatically, if one blushes little and one's complexion becomes pallid, if the tone of one's voice becomes thin and one's eyes become sunken. Sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. Vox Day, A Throne of Bones. Not really sure who Vox Day is. I know he's some kind of political, maybe not even political. He's a game designer and political philosopher. I don't know about that. His interests include economics, history, technology, and war games. He writes both fiction and nonfiction, including Summa Helvetica, a casuistry of the Elvish controversy, the return of the Great Depression, blah, blah, blah. It's a fat book, that's all I know. Dude has obviously got some fucking time on his hands to write and write and write. Yeah. Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life, an Antidote to Chaos. Obviously, Peterson is a controversial figure that some people love and some people loathe. Most of what he talks about is just common sense stuff. And then, of course, he was part of something in Canada where people were like, I think he wouldn't address somebody as a trans person as their real name, or they're not their real name, but their chosen name that they chose to change their name to. So that became a big thing. I don't know. I don't remember the exact story of it, but he said he doesn't have to do it. I don't know if he got fired because of it or whatever, but yeah. Anyway, these are his 12 rules for life, an antidote to chaos, which I am lending to somebody who asked me if I had the book. That's over. Not yet, but I will find it, bruv. Whiskey, Six Guns, and Red Light Ladies. George Hand's Saloon Diary, Tucson, 1875 to 1878. Book's actually worth some money. Probably be worth more if it wasn't a library book and it didn't have this goddamn tape on it. But such is life. I may sell it. I may keep it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably sell it. It's not a very, it's not badly printed, but the font leaves something to desire. An unidentified cantina woman, a friend of George Hand. Apparently George, oh, we got pages loose, so it doesn't look like I'm selling this motherfucker, does it? It's unfortunate. Foster's Saloon. Yeah, kind of a valuable book, but fucked up in some aspects as well. Yeah. 1917, Lenin, Wilson, and the Birth of the New World Disorder. In April 1917, Woodrow Wilson, champion of American democracy, but also of segregation, advocate for free trade, and a new world order based on freedom and justice, thrust the United States into the First World War in order to make the world safe for democracy, only to see his dreams for a liberal international system dissolve into chaos, bloodshed, and betrayal. Book's probably worth nothing because there's probably 10,000 copies and 100 people interested in it. I won't block that. All right. Domesday. Is this supposed to be Doomsday? Anyway, it says Domesday, a complete translation. I don't know anything about this book, but it's a fat fucking book. I think it's fatter than that Vox Day book. Domesday. Let's see what the fucking first thing says. Kent. Dover in the time of King Edward, rendered C18. Fucking read this. Great Domesday, a complete translation. See what it says on the back. Domesday Book is one of the most famous documents in English history and arguably in world history, now available in one volume. Here's the complete authoritative translation for the original Latin of Domesday Book, together with an index of places and a glossary of terms used. Domesday was compiled in a matter of months in 1086, at the end of William the Conqueror's life. According to a first-hand account by Robert, Bishop of Hereford, those sent out by the king made a survey of all England, of the lands in each of the counties, of the possessions of each of them. I don't give a shit. Anyway, I believe that's all I bought these last few days. If not, oh well, I've overlooked them. Goodbye, bruv. Goodbye. Goodbye.